What's that name? What it do? What it done did? Coming right at you. I don't know why, but evidently I need to say something. I don't even have no type of prescribed that shit to say to you, but I just cut it on just to say something to you. And what I need to say, I believe, not believe, but I know I need to, promote or let's just say show some gratitude to everybody out there that's working, everybody out there that's staying within themselves and showing others how to stay within themselves. We find problems, trouble, and some type of regret for some dumb reason fucking with other ignorant ones. Do not seek the ignorant. Let them be where they're at. All right, let them be where they're at. Let them stay where they're at. Some people are sicker than others. When I said match shit, I meant take things from places and put them where you would like to place them. Just like when we're looking at the so-called fake comics or cartoons and Dragon Ball Z and any damn thing. You know what I mean? It can be what they call that the little fake story of Atlantis. That they got a cartoon out. It reveals something because it has to be based on whatever it is they're trying to simulate in a certain type of cartoon manner or whatever the fuck. Something like that shit. But because he hides behind falsehood. So if one who says, like so-called devil is that they never see me coming, really? Well, if we don't see him coming, then he has to be hiding behind some type of shield, right? Some type of damn shield. Right? Nevertheless, gear to yourself, take knowledge from everywhere, take it from everywhere. If it can be utilized, and if it can't be utilized, just leave it alone. You ain't got to comment about a motherfucking thing, man. You know what I mean? You don't have to comment about another person's something that he might have didn't get to. Like, you be listening to a lot of big brothers and sisters, they wise as fuck, giving you strong ass information, and they might still say good morning. All right? We don't say that shit, but why leave a comment talking about, I thought you was such and such, and you still using the word morning? We don't mourn. Even though, it be Jews walking past where I stay, for real. And I think that's some type of motherfucking, see, I can look at it as all these ones walking around here Jewish shit, with their history of doing whatever the fuck they did and they bullshit, right? Or whatever, let's just say their culture. I won't call it bullshit. Whatever the fuck an ant need to do, it's in his cult. And it's in his culture, all right? Whatever a squirrel do, that's his cult. That's his culture. Now, I can look at that and say, man, they kind of, that could be some type of spell or some badass energy flying around me. Now, to raise your energy, if you stay on that and thinking that that's some type of spell, if you looking around and you see quarters, nickels, dimes, and pennies on like somewhere in the bedroom, you say, well, who the fuck dropped that? Why is that there? You gave him your you understand what I'm saying? Oh, it's it's a lot of things going on, and this is, you know what I mean? It shifts your frequency. If you tune in to something, not believe, but trust, your ass is on that frequency. Give an example. Pop on Tupac. Pop on anybody. What these people's names is and shit. Anybody out there. Pop on shit you shouldn't be listening to. Matter of fact, since I'm just flowing, I'm gonna go there. You know what I mean? Pop on Nicki Minaj, or pop on what's some new people? I don't know these new people. People be coming to me. We be talking about something that they be like, you ain't heard the new such and such. I be like, no. See, first of all, I don't have friends. All right, personally, I don't have friends. I have people I deal with, people I associate with, and people I go visit. You know what I'm saying? But not at a house. I don't go to nobody's house to visit their ass. I may see them on the street and talk to them. You know what I mean? Or it's a lot of certain situations that I go to promote the betterment of self, the betterment of thyself. Nevertheless, listen, if you can agree that all these ones behind Hollywood and come through Hollywood, you understand, that they have an agenda, whether they know it or not, because they've been told what they can't and cannot do. So let's just go with that. If you think that they are going through certain satanic rituals, then what do you think you're looking at when you watch the video? What do you think you was looking at when you was watching Eyes Wide Shut? Were you also getting initiated? I mean, think about it. Huh? People who go and look at dark rooms, fire burning, women dressed in a certain manner, conjuring shit with the beats of the drum, the music, the all that type of shit. What you might as well have been in the crowd, am I right? They don't have to show you shit that goes on in that grove or whatever, whatever place they go to and shit, these elites or so called. If they can just put it on a video and show it to your ass and put it right in your damn living room or bedroom, a den, or so-called man cave. I don't fuck with man caves, because that's a caveman backwards. Nevertheless, so you proceed in these type of mannerisms not knowing, and you have I'm talking about such and such, yeah, they demonic. Well, how fucking demonic are your ass if you agree with such a thing? See, so frequency has been food once again. You know what I mean? Food. Now, sometimes I listen to the beats. I get some of the beats instrumental. I might just go, you know what I'm saying? Let's just give you an example, all right? Rick Ross instrumentals, all right? Because that type of beat without the voice, fuck the voice. I don't give a fuck who it is. I'm not saying nothing specifically about Rick Ross. I'm not saying specifically nothing about nobody. What I'm saying is they're on a level which is low, and I don't listen to this shit. Now the music, some of the music I may utilize while I'm maintaining and building in my frame of reference. You understand what I'm saying? Where my mind can associate that rhythm, them drums, them tom-toms, and all that to my development. You know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, it's still locked in on a frequency. But at least I have the ability to construct where that frequency is been to establish itself and root itself. You understand? You understand? You overstand. Now, this is just some loose frequency shit, but I just want to give everybody, like to thank everybody. Normally I don't do that. For the simple fact, it's got something to do with self. Nevertheless, but everyone, it appears to be on point. All right, you're on point. Continue. All right. Like pseudoscience, they talk about pseudoscience. Look, Tulsa, right? When he started talking about what he was studying and how he was getting his understanding about magnetism, about electrons, protons, neutrons, quarks, all this type of shit, right? They didn't want to fuck with him because he was talking like pseudoscience, basically, metaphysics. They was like, no, that's not science. That's not science. Because he's going behind the science. He's going behind what the fuck we have defined. And he's speaking on a level that we evidently don't want to propagate to the public or to the commoners, you know what I'm saying? Nevertheless, or to the slaves. Nevertheless, so he said, fuck y'all, I'm just going to go on and do what I do. And what did he do? He developed shit they couldn't even come and comprehend. You understand? He focused on what? Dark energy, dark plasma, ether. All right, ether. Science don't even want to talk about ether, let alone dark matter. They'll tell your ass that we don't know what the fuck it is. Now Tesla dabbled in that and came out how to electrify the whole motherfucking grid. Easy. Just like the Egyptians. Electrify the whole motherfucking grid. cause shit to stay in the air that don't supposed to be down here with up in the vicinity. You understand? Cause shit to not even come in. You understand? Force field type shit. If electricity, wherever electricity runs, it causes magnetism. Magnetism is what? Force field. A field of force. Nevertheless, but he accessed that through what was called pseudoscience, metaphysical. Metaphysical. Pseudo is metaphysical. Before the physical. They say science is explaining how certain things do if it can be seen, if it can be measured. What can be measured if it's infinite? No, you just stuck some shit on there and called it science. Huh? Am I not right? Think about it. Ain't nobody trying to be something that they not. Just pointing out points to everybody to get something that they haven't got yet. Do away with that bullshit that they have given you. Alright? What your parents have taught you, what your school have taught you, even what your college have taught you, even what your enemy have taught you. You know? Listen. Art of War states, when you are strong, you must appear that you are weak. And when you are weak, you must appear that you are strong. When they giving off all this bullshit, telling you all these falsified ass lies, giving you these pictures to deal with to keep your energy fucked off, you understand? I'm gonna give you an example real quick. I thought I was gonna make this real short, but a lot of things flowing through my mind right now. I was watching this movie the other day. Matter of fact, yesterday. And I put it in only because I came across it, and a lot of times I take little breaks and shit. I might put in a movie that I want to see, or maybe don't want to see. Probably searching for some secret type of hidden shit, or even just an equation to utilize. All right, and if it get too idiotic, I shut the shit off, man. You know. But nevertheless, it got to a point where, you know, I know better. Now check this out though. I'm looking at this, and it was a scene. I ain't gonna explain the scene, but the scene was rationally put together well. And I'm looking at it, and I was like, and all of a sudden, certain things happen, you know, and I was feeling that shit. You know what I mean? Like my eyes had welled up a little bit. You know what I mean? I'm like, and I'm observing my body, my frequency. Why the fuck is this happening? And I'm totally saying to myself, this bull, you know what I mean? But it was impulses there that didn't have to register with my brain. It registered with, I believe that I would conceive the skin, the frequencies of the antennas. It turns on and turns off shit binarily also, man. This controls binary code also. And this, what you hear, controls binary codes also. It turns on shit, turns off shit. Alright? So anyway, when I was watching this shit, it was turning off what the fuck I was commanding my brain to tell my body, and cutting on some shit I had no knowledge. And I went through it, and I was just, I liked it because I said, what the fuck? And I was like, metaphysical. And so anyway, I was like looking at this shit, and it was bringing different aspects to my subconscious that was unconscious to me, even at my command not to allow this type of bullshit. Nevertheless, why do I say that? Just for experimentations, and just for you to understand and get a comprehension that if you watch, if you continue to be around, if you continue to utilize what parents, teachers, you know, and these ones who appear to like they have to teach you and you must learn, you know, everybody ain't gonna learn. Ain't nobody even gonna pay attention, hardly, you know what I'm saying, because they going along with their way. They going along on their day. Their journey hasn't even begun, but their journey, believe that. And nevertheless, a lot of us get to the point where we continue to think ignorantly. You cannot save a people. You cannot help a person that do not want to help themselves. You already know when you get to talking what we know, people look at us stupid. So much so we don't even want to open our mouth, but we can't help it because we know better. And when you know better, you can't go back to doing some stupid shit that you think that's right or you just believe is right. You know. You know. There's no going back. There's no turning back. There's no fucking turning back. There's no sense in the shit. You understand? You understand? You overstand. Nevertheless, y'all stand. Be proud of yourself. Not really in that physical type of proud, but erect yourself and know that you are God. Know the metaphysical shit behind shit. I'm gonna give you an example of the metaphysical shit. A lot of people say, you know, like let's just say, I'm gonna go metaphysical for a minute. What happens when a spaceship comes up over a place, you know, or an alien steps out, or, you know, and we also understand its frequency. Frequency is sound. Sound is frequency. Everything was created. Let there be light, right? And it was light, sound, frequency. The frequency didn't say let there be light. It has no mouth. But the frequency of, not even the words let there be light, because there's many different languages. But the thought for the light to appear and to show up is a thought pattern. It is a frequency, and it turned on a light. Right? Nevertheless, the frequencies. Let's just say chaotic frequencies going on, and a spaceship come over, and it has the ability to knock out electrical what? Frequencies, right? Telephones, radios won't work. Car radio get to shifting and shit, right? Spaceship, so-called, right? That's what we see in these movies and things like this. But when you go to science, EMP can knock out electrical what's-the-names. So if a spaceship or an alien has the ability to knock out electricity, that damn ship that he's running cannot, right, operate off the shit that he just knocked out. Now, if you go to the Matrix, Nebuchadnezzar, every time that he poured that, electrical magnetic pulse and knocked them sentinels out of the motherfucking sky and all around them for a certain amount of motherfucking space, time continuum or whatever. Think about that. Now, you know, in the immediate vicinity, you get knocked out and fell down, right? Ah! Yeah, fell down just like that, right? So it cannot be operating, but the Nebuchadnezzar, it would knock out his own shit. You understand? It would knock out his own shit. Meaning, if you go in a crowd of people and they all talking shit, you have the ability through the frequency to calm all that shit down. Only thing you got to do is maintain the ability to control and to not inflame what the fuck is going on. Now, if you're wise, you can utilize that same strategy, that same pseudoscience, you know, to control or to handle or to, let's just say, equalize. I don't know. You understand what I'm saying? To control or not to allow shit to get out of hand. Because the frequencies can be all high and radical, and you can come in and say some shit and get everything back to the norm, you know what I mean, or whatever. Same thing with the spaceship. Now, take that on a higher level and grow with that shit. You understand? Look at a lot of the things, what happens. Let me get back on to the, what's the name? Let me get back on this, because we just free-flowing, right? Freestyling. So anyway, you have, you know, we run into these brothers, man, and they speak a lot of it, and they might be like saying words like blessed. You know what I mean? Okay. But they giving you all kinds of shit, but you want to hang up on, he's still using the word blessed. I know he ain't got too much sense in it. You goofy as fuck. Why you worried about him? Why you worried about them? Why you worried about her? Worry about your damn self, all right? Love your damn self, and learn for your damn self. For real, for real. We causing all kind of stupid shit and say we wise, but you gonna get on some. Look, a lot of us is geared to certain situations, certain things that we're guiding off of, and that's only because we feel comfortable with that. We resonate with that. We agree with that. We move with that until we intertwine some shit that we say, oh, and sometimes we have to bag up a lot. If you find yourself bagging up a lot, maybe you should shut the fuck up and listen more. All right? But if you don't find yourself bagging up a lot, you can go back through all the stuff that you put out, and you see how it went along. You know, you look at all your negatives and thumbs down and shit and things of this nature. You might need a little bit more study. You might need to chill out until you can resonate with the shit, because evidently you don't resonate with it and you're jumping from here to there. Now, I'm not saying that to tell anybody what the fuck they're doing and if they're doing something wrong. I'm just saying check yourself. You can't check another motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Everyone is an agent until we free their mind. We free their mind. Free your mind. You cannot free the mind of people or a group or a nation of people. All right? You cannot. One great man said, never trust a man who doesn't have your eyes, meaning your vision, because he will be your friend one day and the next day be the chief witness in your execution. That was Marcus Garvey. All right? All of the great wise, no, I won't say great wise. They might have been great. They might have been wise. But all of the entertainers, all right, and people that go through Hollywood and all this and trying to tell us this, even from newscasters to motherfucking people that went to the moon, all right. Check this out. So nevertheless, wait, really? Okay, you say so. Nevertheless, anyway, so these ones propagate. Wait, I was going on a different little level about them. Back to it. Sheesh. Nevertheless, these ones, entertainers, do what they do. They say what they say, but they're told what to say, and they're told what to do, and they get out of hand sometimes. But you can see, ought to be able to see what they're saying. You know, even when they're not saying it, look deeper. Even when they're not saying it. Remember, when he says, come here, you should step the fuck back. For real, for real. And when he says step back, no, I don't go along with that. And no, that's just some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That's just some shit. You know what I mean? Anytime you see them saying no to something, and okay to something, and agreeing to something, and not having no flack, then they were told that, and they're trying to control you by saying that, by getting a star or an entertainer to promote something that is totally against you, because they have never and cannot, through contract, promote anything that's going to raise your ass up or agree with how the energy is flowing on the planet. But you can see how the energy is flowing on the planet. And this is why I like to congratulate everyone who's raising your frequency. Raise your frequency. Something is bad. In order to get past that frequency, you must raise above it. You must raise above it. Frequency is how they heal things, through frequency, right? Sound can break glass, right? A certain pitch can break glass. The resonance of certain things, see, it's a resonance that's keeping this atmosphere stable. If you affect that resonance, look, Tesla made a building shake, all right? Through fucking flipping a radio type of thing, making a frequency, but I'm not sure how he did it. But you can go in there and just say Telstra making a building shake, some shit like that. You should find it easy. But by turning it down to get to arrange the frequency, you understand, and made the motherfucking building shake like it was a fucking tornado. You remember that they showed us that bridge that was going like this over water, going like this, and what? Come on now. Nevertheless, frequency, all right? Raise your frequency. Raise your frequency. Steady frequency. Remember, Tesla said, if anyone wants to know God, study frequency, sound, and vibration. These are the only damn things you need. Frequency, sound, and vibration. Because guess what healing comes from? Frequency, sound, and vibration. Now, guess who has the ability to hold these three? People, places, and things. frequency, sound, and vibration. All right? Control your frequency, vibration, and sound. Control your people, places, and things. To control your people is not under certain like colonialized and control. It is stay away, move away from, get away from, or bring a higher frequency to the lower frequency in these people. Only the ones that's around you, places and things utilize the same methods. All right. Now, check this out. I think I said enough. I was just freestyling and let y'all know that we here. We here. All right. We here metaphysically and physically and pseudo. For real though. All right. For real though. Frequency, sound, and vibrations. Get to it. Study. Get a little bit. You only need a little bit. Enough to, when you read, frequency, waves, sound, Check this out. Before I turn this off here, let's do this. Let's think about this. I'm gonna put this down a little bit. Let's do this. All right. Yeah, there's some new stuff I'm working on, man. I'm testing some. Check this out. Let me show you this. I think this is black tourmaline. All right. These are copper wheels that actually came out of the device. I think it was a hard drive, under the hard drive or something. Well, I got two of them, a smaller hard drive and a bigger one, and I they fit right in the middle. So I took activated charcoal. All right, this is activated charcoal down here, mixed with moldavite. All right, I chopped up I broke up, put it in a leather pouch, and took a hammer and broke up a moldavite stone or a crystal, and I took black activated charcoal, all right, and put it down there, and put some resin, all right. Like you can use clear nail polish, anything that hardens, you know what I'm saying? Anything that hardens, right? So, and on the back, I have a piece of copper. All right, it's still in the making stage, all right. Nevertheless, and it's coppered on. But anyway, with some get the name for these brown magnets here. These are not beads. These are magnets also. Won't run it through this whole copper piece. All right. Now, let's just, for instance, all right. These are giving off sounds too. These are giving off frequencies also, right? And it's also giving off vibration. All right, frequency, sound, and vibrations. All right. Even when a person see it, they be like, "What the fuck you see on that?" To repel something, you can tell it repel the person. Like, "Hey, look at this motherfucker, crazy as hell. Look at it, all this shit. What the fuck wrong with him? What the fuck, stupid ass motherfucker. Goofy ass nigga." That's them the motherfuckers you supposed to repel. That's the reason why you don't have to mess with them type of frequencies. They won't even fuck with you. Great. Outstanding, motherfucker. For real though. Don't you agree? Nevertheless, listen. So, if these ones who practice with frequency, they can govern what the fuck happened. Alright? Those who practice with sound frequency can govern more than just your physical body, because now you have to utilize what's metaphysical. Can you think of a frequency? I'll give you an example. Remember when they put the sand on those things, right? And they play a vibration, it'll make a circle, all right? Or it'll make stars, or it'll make this, or not stars, but it can make 6-point stars depending on the frequency you use. Now check this out though. What about when you're looking at the circle? Are you animating that frequency? What about if when you look at these geometrical symbols, are you embodying a frequency? Of course you are. Of course you are. Of course you are. Of course you are. Now, how can we utilize some frequency then? Do we even have to hear it? Frequency, some cannot be heard, right? ultra frequent, ultrasound. You know, check this out. So, by staring at symbols, by always seeing symbols, by always wearing symbols, what are you doing? You animating a frequency that's beneath the ear for niggas or niggers or, you know, people, humans, robots to hear. But that frequency still appears because certain people be shift. You understand? If you understand, you understand. Now it's a deeper lesson in there. Okay, so get to it. Check it out. Expand. Examine. Exam. Man. Exam. Man. Examine the body. Examine the abilities through sound frequency, because that's how they healing. They healing in Japan and China and shit. They healing off of frequency. Frequency. All right. Nevertheless, we just kicking it. We done kicked it, and now I'm gonna kick it on. Kick on. All right. Peace to you all. Stay grounded within yourself and continue to grow. And when you unsure shit, stop listening to shit. All right. Just cut shit off. Relax and observe. Continue to become the observer. All right. Peace. Not that peace that you think. I'm talking about the peace you have. The calm that you have no matter what happens. All right? No matter what happens. No matter what happens. It is no death. Your phone did not die when the battery goes out. Your phone did not die. All right? There is no death. Energy transfers, transform. And it can transform in the same body to another element if the negative electron jumps its orbit. If it loses the negative electron, it can change the organ or the organism. All right? Keep that in mind. Grow, prosper, continue.